Hi, welcome to the Healthy Lifestyle Workshop. Now, you're probably watching this because you decided to take action and become a little bit healthier or to further your health knowledge. I do these workshops because I believe in low toxic living, and the person who's invited you to watch this probably feels the same way. Now, the best way that I have found to live a low tox lifestyle is to incorporate essential oils into my life. I started using other methods and removing toxins out of my life, but when I added in essential oils, it just took it to another level. It's so much cheaper, so much more cost effective to use essential oils. These little bottles with one little drop are so potent that it can, it's just really, really cost effective. So also the benefits that it had to my health, my children's health, the emotional health of our family was huge. So all together, all those things are why I chose to use essential oils. And I don't use just any essential oil. I use doTERRA. There's a reason why they're so popular right now. It's because they work so well. They are so pure and potent that they are much better than anything you can get online or in a pharmacy. Yes, you might find some a little bit cheaper, but you get what you pay for. Now, an essential oil only has to be 3% pure essential oil to be classed as a pure essential oil. So doTERRA has 100% essential oil in their oils, whereas something from a pharmacy might only have 3% with a little bit of alcohol or synthetic in it. So that's why they're cheaper, not because doTERRA is expensive or anything like that. Also, doTERRA harvests their oils where they're native. So the trees of eucalyptus and tea tree are from Australia, and this is where they harvest their oils, their tea tree and eucalyptus oils. So what happens then is it makes a more pure and potent essential oil. They also work with the harvesters. So somewhere like Somalia, where they harvest frankincense, it's a really, really poor area. These people have been harvesting frankincense for hundreds of years. It's a really, really prized and expensive oil. So those people were getting ripped off. They weren't getting paid. They were getting robbed all the time. So doTERRA makes sure that none of that happens. They get paid every single week. They work with them to make sure that everything is fully organic. There's no pesticides used. Every process is fully considered. It's totally sustainable. They are a completely vegan company. Every single process in what doTERRA does is highly thought of. No other company does that. So when you buy a doTERRA essential oil, you know that every little last bit has been thought of. They are very cautious. They are very good to everybody who works for them. So that is a really, really big thing for me, to go with a company that thinks of sustainability, thinks of the environment. They don't use big machines or machinery and things like that in a lot of places. In these third world countries, they're still picking by hand and using woven baskets and donkeys and all sorts of things. There's lots of videos on it. You can Google co-impact sourcing and you will see how they're putting running water in certain places like Haiti. They're putting in medical centres, women's medical centres, hospitals, schools, orphanages. They are really looking after all the communities that are involved in harvesting their oils. So it is a very, very good company to be a part of. Now, an essential oil is the lifeblood of the plant. It's the defense mechanism. It defends against mold, viruses, fungus, all those sorts of things. And plants and humans share a very similar DNA structure. So when we use essential oils in our body, it works the same way it does in the plant. So it defends our bodies against mold, virus, fungus, all things like that. When we put a synthetic medication into our body doesn't accept it. It goes straight to the liver because that's our filtration system. It goes straight to the liver to try to get rid of it, eliminate it. So it doesn't use a lot of the medication, specifically things like vitamins. People spend so much money on synthetic vitamins, and really they're just getting eliminated through our body, through our liver. So this is why synthetic medications have side effects, because our body is defending against it. When we use cold and flu tablets or a Panadol, our body stops fighting the cold or the flu or virus or whatever it is that we're using that tablet for, and starts attacking that tablet. So our body has a really, really strong sense to heal itself, but we sort of prevent that a little bit when we add these synthetic medications to it. Obviously, there is a necessity for medications, but it's not essential to use things like Panadol, any sort of digestive medications, or things like that. We can actually find things that are better for our body and that work better and that don't give us those nasty side effects. There are 3 ways we can use essential oils. Aromatically, we can sniff it from the bottle. We have a diffuser. Let's see if I can grab my little diffuser for you. It's a cold steam diffuser. It's not hot at all. It's just a little bit of water, and it atomizes the essential oil. So it puts tiny particles of essential oil into the air. Now that kills the airborne pathogens. It goes up to 50 square meters, and it can last for up to 4 hours after it's turned off. Smelling is a really, really good way to get essential oils into our body, because what happens when we smell something? It goes up into our brain where our olfactory, our emotional center is. Sorry. And it's directly connected down to our central nervous system, which goes all through our body. Now, when we smell something, it evokes a memory or an emotion. So this is why essential oils work really well on the emotional healing. I'm just going to grab a drink of water. I'm sorry. Got a little tickle in my throat. Another way to use an oil is topically. So this one I love to do in the afternoons is, so this is using it topically and aromatically. Sorry. Yeah, so smelling from your hands is getting it into you 2 ways. Topically, so it's going into the cells of our body, because essential oils work on the cells, and it goes all through our body, through our bloodstream. And it's also aromatic. So when we're smelling it, it's going down into our mucous membranes of our lungs, into our respiratory system. So it's like a double whammy. We can also ingest these essential oils. You can put them in water and drink it. You can put it on your thumb and put it onto the roof of your mouth. Or you can put it into a capsule. Make a little capsule and pop it in. I wouldn't ingest any other essential oil on the planet, because you just don't know where they come from. A lot of essential oil companies get their oils third party. They're not actually in the growing process or the harvesting or the bottling or anything. They actually get them third party. So you want to know where they're coming from. So peppermint is a really, really good explanation of what essential oil is. It's what we call non-specific. So essential oils are called non-specific, means they have more than one purpose, more than one use. If I took heart medication, cholesterol medication, blood pressure, they would only cover those specific things. Peppermint is good for the whole digestive system. Heartburn, constipation, diarrhea, vomiting, headaches, reduce the temperature, really good for seasickness, motion sickness, really great before a workout to put in your hands and smell. It puts oxygen in the blood, gets the blood going, gives you a bit of energy, really good for muscle endurance, opens up the respiratory system, good for the sinuses, really good for ants, getting rid of ants, really great for a pick-me-up if you're feeling a bit low, really good for concentration. So if 3 people in my family had different issues, one might have a bit of reflux, somebody else has a fever, somebody else has constipation. I would need to go to the pharmacy and buy 3 separate medications for those people in my family. That would cost me a lot of money. But at 250 drops, which I think is 250 uses, for $25, it's really, really economical. I can use it for everything. I use peppermint all the time in this house. So that's what I mean by being so cheap. This essential oil collection that I have is my first aid kit. It's my beauty regime. It's my cleaning cupboard. It covers everything. There's not much that it doesn't cover in this house. I use them for so many things. The kids always go to the essential oil bag. And that's what they're going to now, instead of getting a medication that's going to go to their liver and give them some kind of a side effect. So peppermint is very, very versatile. Lavender. Now, when I smell lavender, it reminds me of my nan who used to give me little potpourri bags to put in my sock or undie drawer. So there's the memory that it evokes in me. It's not as strong and potent as what you would get from a pharmaceutical essential oil. It doesn't have that chemical kick to it because it's pure lavender. Now, lavender is very calming to the mind, so amazing for anxiety, sleep issues, relaxation, meditation, yoga, really good for the skin. So it's calming to the skin, burns, sunburns, insect bites, itchy, rashes, really good for concentration. There's not much that lavender doesn't do. Awesome to diffuse when you're sick. Helps you relax, but it also is antibacterial. It's really good for cleaning, a surface spray, bit of vinegar and lavender in a bit of water in a spray bottle. Awesome for a surface spray, linen spray. You can put it in your washing machine with some vinegar for a fabric softener. That's the cheapest fabric softener you'll get, and it cleans your washing machine at the same time. Lavender, not much lavender doesn't do. So if you diffuse it in summertime, it's really good to keep the flies away as well. Flies don't like lavender. Lemon is highly cleansing and detoxing. It cleanses the liver, the lymphatic system, the blood, the digestive system. If you've got a sluggish digestive system, lemon is very, very cleansing. Really good for focus and concentration. It's very uplifting when you smell lemon. It makes you feel really happy. So it's good for depression. Very good for an all-purpose spray as well, because it's really highly antibacterial. It gets rid of permanent marker on your brand new dining table. I have experienced that. Lemon is very refreshing, really good in your food. I use all these oils in cooking, a lot of these oils in my cooking. Lemon chicken. You can find a lot of these DIY and recipes on my www.naomishomehealth.com. So I've got cooking with essential oils and DIY products on there, and you will see how cheap it is to use essential oils in your life. So lemon is really good for a sore throat. One drop in honey. Lemon honey is amazing. Put it in your tea, but when you have a spoonful of lemon honey, it really soothes the sore throat. It's awesome for colds and flu. So you put it in your diffuser if you're getting a bit sick overnight. It's perfect. Now, frankincense. Frankincense is really, really difficult to harvest, so this is why it's expensive. It's a very prized possession because it is for cellular and DNA repair. So any cellular damage that you have, it is going to help repair the cells, and it helps protect the cells as well, and it helps eliminate damaged cells. So it's awesome for anti-aging. People are using it in cancer treatment. I'm not saying it's curing cancer or anything like that, but people are using it to help with their cancer treatment. Frankincense is the king of the oils because it covers all bases: anxiety, depression, memory. Really good for the memory. It crosses the blood-brain barrier. The molecules are so small that it gets up into the brain, which cannot happen with a lot of pharmaceutical medications. It's really hard to chemically arrange the molecules to do that. So that's why it's really good for headaches and migraines. Amazing for the skin. You put that with some lavender, some aloe vera jelly I use. Put that on the skin. Amazing for rashes, bites, scarring. Frankincense is an expectorant. So if you've got a cough, very good. Very high anti-inflammatory. So for injuries, arthritis, I could go on about frankincense. It's amazing. People just have a frankincense moment and they just love it. It's something that we use most days in our house as well. Really good for the kids before school to protect them from germs and bugs and all sorts of things. So we've got the tea tree, good old Aussie tea tree. We all know what tea tree kind of does because a lot of us have been brought up using it. But we've been brought up using tea tree with alcohol in it. It's not pure tea tree. If it burns when you put it on an open wound, it's because of the alcohol. It's not because of the tea tree. I've used this tea tree on the kids when they've fallen over and grazed their knees, and it doesn't burn at all. So it's very good for cuts and abrasions, to help the healing process, to stop the infection. Athlete's foot, candida, thrush, really good for cleaning, again, in your cleaning sprays and things like that. Good as an insect repellent. Tea tree is awesome for the skin. So lavender, frankincense, tea tree together, really good on the skin, great for burns, acne. Yeah, apparently Meghan Markle carries it in her handbag for her little spots. So tea tree, we all know what it does. Now, oregano is a very, very strong oil, very potent smell. It's very, very high antifungal. So for candida in the gut, a lot of us have a bacteria overgrowth in our gut because of the toxins that we have in our life. 60% of what goes on your skin goes through your bloodstream, through your liver, and through your gut. So that's why our liver and our gut, a lot of us, it's out. So if you've got a gut imbalance, you may have skin condition, anxiety, depression, hormone imbalance, headaches, sleep issues, asthma, sinus issues. All these can be related to the fact that your gut isn't working at 100%. So oregano will help, taken internally, will help kill a lot of that bad bacteria. I use it in a little capsule, only for 10 days. It's awesome for parasites. Parasites, people can live in people for, 5-10 years. Antibiotics don't necessarily get rid of parasites, but oregano knocks it out pretty quickly. So you take it for 10 days, have 10 days off, and take it for 10 days again if there was any eggs, and to get rid of those. Awesome to get rid of a wart. You just drop it on your wart, put a Band-Aid over it, and the wart will go. A skin tag as well. Oregano is a natural antibiotic. So if you put that in the diffuser or you take it in a capsule when you're starting to get sick, it knocks it out pretty quickly. On Guard. On Guard's a blend that doTERRA came up with. It's got clove, orange, eucalyptus, rosemary, all the oils that are really good for an antibacterial. Put it in the diffuser with some oregano and some lemon for the kids when they're sick, and it's going to help get rid of all that bacteria in their body. Now, it's hard to understand when you put it in a diffuser and they wake up fine, but it does happen. It's happened to me many times. The kids have gone to bed sick. I've used those 3 oils. I put frankincense, maybe 4 oils, put it in the diffuser, and they're fine. This up and down the spine before they go to school helps protect them because it's a protective blend, helps boost the immunity. It kills mold. I use it for cleaning all the time. doTERRA actually does quite a few cleaning products with On Guard in it. Awesome, really, really high antibacterial. So I use it to clean the shower. I make a paste with bicarb vinegar and On Guard, and I scrub bits and pieces with it. It's very, very highly used in this house. It's everyday use, basically. Diffusing it when people come over. You've got lots of people here. It's going to help kill the germs in the air. When somebody sneezes or coughs, it can the germs can reach up to 20 meters. So just because somebody's sitting not near you and they're coughing, it can still stay in the air for quite a while, and you can become sick from that. So diffusing On Guard is going to help, really, really help that. It's an amazing blend. Everybody needs to have it in their house. Easy Air. And this is replacing your Vicks. Vicks has petroleum in it. So highly poisonous Vicks is. So Easy Air is the non-toxic version. 1 drop on the chest, open up the airways, helps relieve coughing, helps you breathe again. It's really good for the respiratory system, great for the sinuses, awesome to open up the airways for snoring. I put this on the kids when they're coughing. When you diffuse this at night, the kids will stop coughing pretty quickly. If they don't, you put a bit of frankincense in it, a bit of lemon. Both of those are amazing to open up the airways. Lemon, lavender, and peppermint in the palm of your hand is great this time of year as an antihistamine. If you've got sinus issues, have a nice smell. You can put them in a capsule, but really, really good. Helps relieve sneezing and runny nose, things like that. Digestin is our digestive blend. It's got peppermint, ginger, anise, all the oils that are really calming to the digestive system. Caraway, fennel, tarragon. Now, 1 drop of this in water is going to help relieve when you're about to vomit, constipation, diarrhea. You can rub it on your tummy in a clockwise direction. We always dilute our essential oils with a fractionated coconut oil. Now, the reason we do that is 1, that your oils go further. 2, kids really need to have, they're so potent that kids really need to have their oils diluted. But it also stops a lot of evaporation of the essential oil and it locks it into the tissue. So you can make yourself a little roller bottle. Sorry, I'll show you these. This is what I make for the kids. All the kids have different, all of us in the house have a different roller bottle for different things. You can put a little sticker on the side. This one's digestive. This one's for colds and flu. So you just put a few little essential oils, top it up with coconut oil, and it lasts ages. The Digestin, 1 drop in water, is so relieving for bloating, reflux. Really, it's really good for the sinuses as well. But anything digestive, motion sickness, Digestin is great for. Now, your Deep Blue is called the Soothing Blend. It's awesome if you're an athlete or if you train or you go to the gym. Really good to put on with a bit of coconut oil before you train to warm up the muscles, but it's great after to relieve the muscles. It's an anti-inflammatory, very soothing. It's awesome for arthritis, pain, tension, anything like that. It gets used a lot by men particularly because they resonate with it. Now, it's like a smell of deep heat, but it's not as potent. Deep heat only goes a couple of layers deep into our skin, whereas this works on the cells. So if you've got a really deep tissue injury, deep heat's not going to get there. Deep heat doesn't work on the cells. It just warms the top layers of your skin, whereas this is actually working on healing and taking out that inflammation. Now, the last couple of little oils I'm going to show you. This is our mood management kit. We have Lavender Peace, Balance, Citrus Bliss, and Elevation. Now, these are for people who suffer emotionally or have highly strung children or don't sleep very well. Lavender Peace is for calming, anxiety, sleep. You got Balance for keeping you calm, leveling your emotions and grounding you. And Citrus Bliss and Elevation are for the depression, uplifting the mood, keeping you happy. Every day, some people have different emotions, so that's why that's put into a kit. But Balance on children with ADHD or on the spectrum is really, really good to help them with process their emotions. The other one I will show you is Claricalm. Now, this is known as the women's hormonal sort of blend. I think it's great for calming kids. It's great for men. Men have hormones too, to get to sleep at night. Really good for any PMS symptoms of bloating, balancing those hormones a little bit, but it is really good for anxiety and calming you. When you're irritable, when you've woken up not feeling refreshed, Claricalm is really, really amazing for those things. Now, those first 10 oils that I showed you, peppermint, lavender, lemon, frankincense, tea tree, oregano, On Guard, Easy Air, Digestin, and Deep Blue, they are all in what we call our top 10 oils. The reason that those oils are put in as a top 10 kit is because they cover all bases. There's nothing that these oils don't cover for you. So if you're looking at, you've got a cold sore, which I didn't mention, frankincense, On Guard, and tea tree, great. You've got your sleep issues, you've got your anxiety, you've got everything in this one kit. It is the most economical way to get your essential oils. You have a smaller kit, which is called the Family Essentials Kit. They come in 5 ml bottles. And then you've got your Home Essentials Kit, which come in 15 ml bottles. Now, per oil, this is per bottle. This is $15.85 and this is $27.50. You also get a diffuser in this kit. Now 250 drops or 85 drops. Per drop, this is the most economical kit you can get. You also get a wholesale account with that, and anytime you want to top up your oils or get new oils, you're getting wholesale prices, 25% off. If you want oils that aren't in this kit, you have to pay a $35 activation fee to activate wholesale prices, otherwise you're paying retail. Now, frankincense by itself is $90 wholesale and $120 retail. So when you're getting it $27.50 in the kit, and it does pretty much everything, it is the king of the oils for a reason, you're much, much better off getting a kit. It is so much more economical to pay $27.50 in oil than to pay $50 for this one, $90 for that one, $25 for that one. So that is the best way to get your oils. If you need any information whatsoever, you can contact me, Naomi Waters, on Facebook, or go to Naomi's Home Health. Ask the person that showed you this video on how you can get your oils. It is amazing. We also have what we call a loyalty rewards program where you can purchase every month and you will get rewarded like a flyby system, but you actually get points that give you something beneficial. It's not just like you spend $2,000 and you get $10 back. They give you a lot of points. It is so worth it to go on the loyalty rewards program and get these points, because if you decide to share the oils with your friends and family because you love them so much, you will get paid by doTERRA. It is an amazing compensation plan. Ask the person that showed you this, and I hope that you really, really enjoyed this workshop, and I hope that you choose doTERRA and the person that showed you this.